Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to show you how to make a Christmas pom-pom garland. So first of all I'll show you what you need. You're going to need a ball of wool. It doesn't need to be this size, you can just have regular size or you can use whatever you already have at home. You're going to need a fork. The wider the better. You wouldn't want to go any narrower than this. You need a sharp pair of scissors. You might want extra string for attaching the pom-poms to, or you can use the wool that you use to make the pom-poms. Some glitter, which is also optional, and to attach the glitter you want some spray adhesive, or hairspray also works fine. So keep watching to see how to make the pom-poms. Okay, so you're going to take your ball of wool. I haven't got the most Christmassy colours, but you can also use this for just home decoration. And I like what I call mermaidy colours, so that's what I'm using. And then you're going to take your largest fork you can find. The wider the better, even a salad fork with just 2 prongs would work. And then you're going to take the string and you're going to hold it with your thumb in place and thread through the centre of the fork. Now this is the easiest way I've found to make a pom-pom. If you are making a larger pom-pom there's other ways, but this is the easiest way I've found to make a small pom-pom for this project. And then I'm going to wrap it around the fork about 60 times. So what I do in my head or out loud is just count to 60 as I'm spinning the wool around, and then I find that I make reasonably even pom-poms each time. So I'll go ahead and do that now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, and then once you've done that, just cut it off. You'll find that you'll probably have wound it tight enough that it will just stay in place. Grab another piece of wool, about so long, and then we're going to push it down the fork until we expose a wee opening there. We're going to thread a separate piece of wool through and through that centre bit of the fork again, and then we're going to tie one knot as tight as we can. So we just push the string, the wool together and tie it nice and tight. Put your thumb on there and poke it back through the centre. And back through. And then we're going to tie a knot 2 times this way. It's important to try and get it as tight as you can. If you're finding that your wool is snapping, but you need to tie it that tight, maybe try a fishing line or something with a wee bit more strength. Now we're not going to cut these 2 strings off, because that's what we're going to use to attach it to the garland once we've made them all. If you find that you've accidentally cut them off, all you need to do is just grab another piece of string and then just tie it around anywhere on the pom-pom and just tie a knot in it, and that's what you'll use to attach it. But you want to do it nice and tight and right in at the centre of the pom-pom, and then it's just like you've got another loop in there. Right, so once we're at this stage, you're going to get a nice pair of small sharp scissors and just thread it through a section of the loops and cut. We're going to do that all the way around. Right, so once we've cut all the loops, we're just sort of going to squish it out a little bit and start trimming. What we're wanting to achieve is a nice circular ball, but you'll find as these are so small, you don't have to be perfect. Especially if you're hanging them on a tree, as long as it's got the overall look of a ball. Don't spend, you know, 5 minutes making each one, because when you need to make about 30 or so, it's going to take a while. And close enough is good enough for this project. These are also quite fashionable at the moment as we like handbag charms or keychain accessories. I'd spend a wee bit more time fluffing it out and making sure it was circular if I was to create it for something like that. So there's one pom-pom down. I think I've worked out for my project I need to make about 30, but it will depend on the size of your Christmas tree and how many you want. So I'll show you attaching them to string in a moment. You can use, I'm going to use this string just because I feel it's going to be nice for the look that I'm going for, but you can also just use the wool you have for creating the pom-poms, and you can create the pom-poms in different colours. If you're going to make it really Christmassy, I'd say like a nice bright red, green and white, and then use the white string to attach it to. Yeah. So now that I've got about 30 pom-poms, I'm going to take my string, and what I'm going to do is just do about 3 arm widths. String, and I think that's about enough. Like I said, it'll depend on your Christmas tree size or the size of your project. So I mean, these could look quite cute in a kid's bedroom hung up on the wall. And if you find that you've cut your string too small, don't worry, we can just add more to it. And if you haven't made enough pom-poms, well, you can always just make more and add them on. So you're going to start by attaching the first one about this far in, so that's about 25 centimeters. I'm not sure how many inches that is, maybe like 7 or 8 inches in. And you're going to take the ends and you're just going to tie it around and then cut the ends off so it just is like a pom-pom. So I'll give you a better view of what I'm doing. So yeah, I've got about 25 centimeters out there. Just eyeballing, nothing needs to be perfect. And we're just going to tie it into 2 knots. Excuse the fluff on the carpet, it's from the pom-poms. I've found it vacuums up easily, so no point in being precious about where it goes. And so there, it's easily tied on there. And then we're going to go over about 15 centimeters, which I would say is about 6 inches if I go off my Subway sandwich size. And you can spread them as far apart or as close together as you like. And we're just going to tie it nice and tight in at the base again. And like I said, you can make your pom-poms more perfectly round if you wish. But when you're making so many of them, as long as it's got that overall look of being round, no one's going to notice, especially once it's on a Christmas tree. And so after this stage, we're going to add some glitter to them. I like to just use things I have around the home when I'm doing crafts. if I have to go out and spend lots of money to make them, sometimes it's easier to just buy it, or it can work out cheaper. I've seen these in stores. Most of them are around the $30 mark, that's New Zealand dollars, and so yesterday I thought, oh, I need some spray on glue to attach the glitter, and then I found some and it was $30 for the glue alone, and I was like, whoa, what else can I use? And then I remembered that through hairdressing, that hairspray is basically just the same as glue, and so it should do a perfectly fine job of attaching glitter, as glitter is so light. Right, so I'll just go ahead and attach the rest of these 30 pom-poms, and then I will show you in a moment when we add the glitter. Okay, so once you've got the pom-poms all attached to your string and they're all evenly spaced, you're going to take some hairspray, just whatever you have, or if you've got spray adhesive, use that. It probably will work better, but grab whatever glitter you're wanting to use. I'm using this nice pale, well, it's white with pink and greeny sort of reflex in it. If you were going to go all out Christmas themed, I'd use gold glitter or silver glitter, or just whatever is going with your colour scheme. So what I'm going to do first is give the pom-poms a good coating of hairspray. And then I'm going to just sprinkle the glitter over all of them. And then I'm just going to leave it to dry for a moment. I'll spray another coating of hairspray, and then I will take them out and then readjust them and do that whole process again, just so then there's glitter on the back of them. And then I will show you what it looks like hanging up on a tree. Okay, so here's the finished project on the Christmas tree. If you've got perfect placement disorder, look away now. I'll obviously adjust it once I know where I'm putting the rest of the Christmas decorations, but I thought I would just put it up just to quickly show you the sort of effect. You could put them, when you're making it, you could put them closer together, or you could spread them further apart. You could make larger pom-poms. I don't think you could make them too much smaller than that, but I just think it's a nice effect for on a Christmas tree. So thanks for watching my video, and make sure to subscribe to see more. I'll see you next time. Bye.